said they watched the killing of Charlie Kirk more than 50 times.
The man was not a saint. He was, in fact, an unconscionable monster. Then, yeah, I don't think that you should lose your job for that. In fact, it's speaking truth to power.
Speaking truth to power. You're celebrating a murder of a husband, a father, and you think that's heroic? This is the level of moral bankruptcy we're dealing with in our education system.
We will not have indoctrinators in the schools putting fear into children.
This is the scene Tuesday afternoon in front of CCSD's administration building near Sahara and Decatur. About a dozen officers separating two groups.
Counter protesters from Moms for Liberty got it exactly right. We will not have indoctrinators in our schools putting fear into children. That's what this is really about, protecting kids from teachers who celebrate political violence. Now let's talk about the protesters defending the teachers, because they look exactly like what you'd expect from people who think celebrating murder is free speech. We're talking about people in costumes, wearing wigs, turning a serious discussion about political violence into some kind of freak street festival.
On one side, members of Moms for Liberty.
They need to be held accountable. They need to be removed.
On the other, two protesters defending teachers. They wanted to remain anonymous.
We should be able to express ourselves, and I think students and teachers are, able to understand the difference between classroom instruction and personal opinion.
Look at all these people wanting to remain anonymous while defending teachers who celebrate murder. They're saying we should be able to express ourselves, and the students can understand the difference between classroom instruction and personal opinion. Are you kidding me? You think a 12-year-old can separate their teacher's personal celebration of political violence from their classroom instruction? You think kids didn't notice when your teacher gets excited about people being killed?
They like to conflate what is actually inflammatory speech as a freedom of speech. These are educators that have control of the lives of young children, very impressionable minds.
The Moms for Liberty protesters understand what's really at stake here. These are educators that have control of the lives of young children. They're very impressionable minds. When you put someone who celebrates political murder in charge of teaching children, you're not just risking their education, you're risking their moral development. Here's what these costume protesters don't understand about the real world. Nevada is an at-will employment state. That means your employer can fire you for any reason that's not specifically illegal under federal law or state.
Amanda Keefe's 7th grade son goes to Rogich Middle. She's concerned over the comments.
If you're celebrating someone who is dead, whether it be George Floyd, whether it be Charlie Kirk, or anyone else, that's homicidal ideation.